Hey everyone, AFM Bio Doraggio, whatever the hell you're calling me. I'm back with round 8 of the FIDE World Chess Championships between Grandmaster Dingley Ren and Grandmaster Gukesh Amaraju. Grandmaster Dingley Ren today with the white pieces and Grandmaster Gukesh with the black pieces. Folks, for the past few rounds, I'm getting tired of having of having draws, man. Like, at this point, I don't care. One of y'all gotta win a match, man. Like, at this point, this is getting like, bro, why can't one of y'all just win one more game? Literally one of y'all, I don't care who at this point, win one more game and then just keep drawing and then boom, one of y'all is a freaking world champion. Alright, anyway, folks, before we start, we have at least I am hosting a tournament with two other people. It's on the FIDE Arena, FIDE World Chess Arena. I will have the link in my description. Go ahead and click it. It's on December 12th all day until December 13th, okay? It's a bullet arena. You have a chance to win money. It's a free entry. And all you got to do is create an FOA account. And it's completely free. Creating a FIDE online account is free unless you want to pay for the membership. When you pay for the membership, that's for titles, okay? That's like for getting the titles such as Arena Canada, Arena FIDE, Arena International, Arena Grand. No. And actually have a FIDE ID. When you pay for FIDE online, you're paying for the FIDE ID. Basically, you're telling FIDE, hey, open an account for me with my name, my legal first name, my legal last name, and my official FIDE rating, okay? Folks, that's all it is for FIDE Online Arena membership. For FIDE Online Arena, without the membership, for the free account, you still have to put your legal name. You still have to put your legal first and last name. However, you do not need to pay anything. Actually, in this tournament, the winner, the first place, it's a 1+1 bullet arena. The first place is going to get €3. Second place, €2, and first place and third place, €1. Okay, so it's top 3. We already have, I think, 10 people already signed up for that tournament. All the best, guys. Okay, once again, I will do this again. The link will be in my description. And yeah, other than that, let's get started today's match. Today is round 8 of the FIDE World Chess Championships. Tomorrow's round 9, and then we're going to get a break. Okay, let's go. Now, we have c4. This is the English. Okay, typically, in the English, you would play e4, e5. Right, so c4, e5. Right, and this would be the reverse Sicilian. Okay, anyway. Here we go. So Gukesh plays e5. And now we have the exact reverse Sicilian. Okay? Normally, what the Sicilian here is, for white, e4, c5. This is a Sicilian defense. Okay? And, you know, you would play this as follows. Knight f3, knight to c6. Okay? This is a Sicilian defense. And here you can play a gambit with the Sicilian with... So when you play this, your main line is d4, e takes d4, knight takes d4, you don't do knight takes d4, you just play d5, okay? And this is the Sicilian defense. But, okay, that's neither here nor there. We get the English, okay? The English, and here we are. So, normally in the English, both players will develop their knights, and remember, as we tell every beginners as well as intermediates and everyone else saying, hey, knights before bishops. No, you're a grandmaster, you do whatever the hell you want to do. Okay? Heck, you can be an international master and do whatever the hell you want to do. However, for folks like me and a friggin' bozo who is an arena FIDE master, we develop our knights first. Okay? Knights before bishops. Okay? These guys are on a whole nother level. These guys are like 2700s. These guys are super GMs. Okay? These guys are pretty much engine for us. Okay? Here we go. Bishop to b4, pinning, well, not really pinning, but if this pawn ever moves, it's going to pin the knight to the king, okay? Here we go. This is great. Knight to d5. Knight to d5 now attacks the bishop. And now your bishop's hanging. So what do? Well, you have options here, right? You can play h5, defending the bishop. If knight takes, h takes, and you have an open rook. And you go declare open season with a rook, okay? You can also just play bishop to e7. Bishop to e7, and just say if knight takes, you help me develop a knight, or knight takes, queen takes, and you help me develop a queen. Okay? So bishop to e7 is played. Now, knight to f3. Now, knight to f3 targets the e5 pawn, okay? Here we go. d6. Now, this is already a good pawn chain, okay? You have 3 connected pawns, okay? Assuming everything gets traded, this e-pawn is going to be hard to get rid of, okay? Here we go. G3. Now, the point of G3 is you want to put the bishop on G2 and castle, okay? This is now more like a Catalan. You go kind of like a Catalan. So, what happens is Gukesh takes the knight with C5, C6, and the knight now just takes the bishop. Knight takes C7, and knight takes C7, okay? Cool. So, now Gukesh is looking to castle as well. So, bishop to G2. I told you the bishop was going to go to the G2. And we have a pyramid. This is now a pyramid. Okay. So now with F6 just closes the center. First of all, look at the center. Gukesh has a center now. Okay. So now Gukesh is looking to castle. Ding should just really much just castle here. So let's go. Yep, castles and okay. Great, now Gukesh develops the bishop. Bishop to e6. Bishop to e6 now controls the entire e-file pretty much, and now it has pressure on this pawn. So one way to do this is you can push a d-pawn 1 square to d3. However, just leave this here and you'll be fine. You can play something as following as b3. Now, when you do b3, you connect 3 pawns. So what does this man do? b3. Yeah, Ding's going to do b3. And, oh my god, d6. So, D6, okay, D5, and oh man, like this is a shield. You are not penetrating through this, okay? If you did, let's say for example, any martial arts, Taekwondo for that matter. So this would be a defensive position in Taekwondo, okay? I've done Taekwondo, and this is a defensive position, and this is when people want to play defensively and support each other. No, so now. This is a tough position to crack because, again, Gukesh has just mowed down in the center. He has 2 pawns in the center, controlling a lot of space. Okay, so they're controlling this, and this. Okay. Also, the bishop supports this pawn here. Okay, as well as supported by the queen, as supported by the knight. So this pawn has 4 defenders against 1 attacker. You're not getting through. Okay. So, Ding plays bishop to a3. Now, bishop to a3 looks to undermine the knight. If you remove the knight and put the queen here, you at least weaken 1 defender here. Okay? So, what does Gukesh do? Just says, screw, I'm going to castle. I'm just going to bring my king to safety. That's great. So, rook to c1. Now, rook to c1 now has double defenders. Now you have 2 defenders against... Well, technically 2 attackers. So now 2 attackers, 2 defenders. Who's going to win? The defenders are going to win. Okay. So, okay. Now we have a5. A5 is now looking to play a5, a4 and just try to undermine the b pawn. Okay. So what do we got? We got knight to e1. Knight to e1. Yeah, you normally don't do a backwards knight move or a backwards move. General, period. But now knight to e1 opens up your bishop. Now you have 2 attackers, and they have 2 defenders. Actually 3 defenders. So they still win here, but now your goal is to just play e4. E4 and just cause chaos. Absolute havoc. Okay? E4 is absolutely on the tables here. E4, F4. If you play F4, God help your soul, because you better know what the hell you're doing. Okay? But here we go. Rook to e1. So rook to e8 is awesome. You centralize the rook. So at some point now you're going to say, well, my knight now wants to move. Okay? F4. This is unheard of. Okay? Why are these 2 pawns here? These pawns have not moved yet. But okay, here we go. F4. E takes f4, rook takes f4, d takes c4, b takes c4. Okay, great. So, okay, Gukesh's bishop is now loose. What are you gonna do, buddy? Okay, great. Danger levels. Knight to g6. Knight to g6 now has a defender as well as attacking the rook on f4. So, okay, you pin the bishop to the rook. Okay, that's fine, although it's not really a pin. Rook to e4. Okay, sure. By the way, 9 times out of 10, center. You want to bring your pieces closer to the center, but again, here it's fine to play knight to h6 or oh my god, knight to a6. I had it right. What the hell is wrong with me? Knight to a6, and your goal is to just bring the knight out this way. Okay, but okay, here we go. Knight to h6, knight to h6, and knight to c3. Okay, cool. So knight to c3 fights here. Okay, so, you know, it tells you that I want to plant my pawn here somehow, and I will. So what does Gukesh do? He says, you know what, man, go ahead. I'm going to play queen to c7. Queen to c7 takes control of this row here, okay? And, you know, just steps the queen away from the rook and connects both your rooks together. So, great. Improvement. Knight to d4. Now, knight to d4 attacks the bishop here, because now this is double attacked. So, what does Gukesh do? He just slides the bishop back one and says, all right, man, let's trade rooks if you want to. Bishop to f7. Bishop to f7. Now, Ding plays d3. D3, this is great. So now you have triple pawns here, but this is still good because now you have 3 connected pawns. It's just that now this is a backwards pawn, and this can be a liability if not taken care of. But okay, here we go. Good job. Gukesh centralizes the knight and it says, look, man, I don't want to trade here. I'm just going to play knight to e5 and let's just play. So knight drops back to f3. Gukesh drops his knight back to d2, d7. And rook takes e8, rook takes e8, and rook to b1. It's an inaccuracy, but listen, the computer is a goon. Okay, you don't gotta worry here. This is great. Rook b1 now takes control of the semi-open b file. Okay, so here we go. Okay, now we have b5. Now b5, c takes b5, and now wow, look at this combination. Okay, b5, c takes, and now we have queen to b6 check. The king needs to move. King goes to f1, and now you centralize. Now you're fighting on the queen side. You have 2 connected pawns. This is awesome. Pawn takes b4. Boys, pawn takes b5 now gives you 2 connected pawns here. Guys, this is awesome. So now you're looking at playing, let's say, b4 in the future. You know, b4 gets played and this bishop's going to get kicked. So Ding just says, you know what, fine, screw this. I'm going to play bishop to b2. Okay, fine. You drop a pawn! You drop a pawn! Bishop takes a2! Bishop takes a2, attacks the rook on b1. So Gukesh is like, you know what, brother, danger levels. Ding says danger levels and says, okay, you know, you want to take my rook? Go ahead, take your rook. I'll take the damn queen. So he plays bishop to d4. Now, any normal human is going to play here. Okay, any normal human is going to play knight a to c6. Okay, like knight a to c5. Okay, you know what the hell the engine wants? No. Leave this knight be. Let this knight be, because guess what? This knight's gonna be a supporter here. Okay, so let this knight be, and you're gonna play knight d to c5. Point B. Now this knight also looks here. Actually, if you take queen takes, and now my queen's gonna get into the game, and it's gonna be very problematic for you. Not to mention, now nobody's stopping these pawns from being pushed. Your rook is under attack. Let's say you play this. It does not matter. I'll just drop my bishop back here, and once the bishop goes back here, it's going to do more pins here. Okay, so guess what happens? Okay, fine. You know, this is fine. Like, this is a normal human move. Okay, so rook c1. Okay, cool. Now you had two attackers against two defenders. You really don't have to worry about much. And listen, this isn't again, according to engine, you don't want the queen to get to the engine's not afraid of queen to c2. The engine just wants here. This is what the engine wants, and just wants to pin this knight. Okay, but okay, this is fine. This is fine, and queen to e1, and you can actually just leave your bishop here and be fine, and you can just push a pawn. Yeah, no, I agree with the engine here. You can just shove this pawn and just lock your bishop up and just say you can't do anything. So, okay, fine, that doesn't happen, and Gukesh plays bishop to e6. And bishop to e6, I really want to question him here. Why bishop to e6? Why not just, bishop to d5? Bishop to d5 would make more sense because you're just pinning this knight, and this knight can never move now. But okay, fine. We got bishop to e6. Bishop to e6 and queen to f2. By the way, folks, this queen made 1, 2. Okay, fine, but now this 2 now has 3 attackers. 3 attackers on 2 defenders. So what does Gukesh do? Gukesh just adds another defender with playing rook to c8. Now this is 3 attackers, 3 defenders. Who's winning? The defenders. But Ding just backs the bishop up 1. Bishop to e3. Now, the point is bishop to e3, and now you're looking to just push the d-pawn. You're looking to play just d4. The d4 just cuts everything off. By the way, the time here, we're on move 30. Time for Ding, 13 minutes. Gukesh, 25 minutes, okay? Ding always is on time pressure, folks. I don't know why. I really don't know why Ding is on time pressure, but okay, here we go. Rook to c7 is okay. Knight just drops back to, d4, and bishop drops to f7. Okay, great. Now you're wow. Look at Ding close the entire position. Knight to c6. Nobody is kicking this knight. Ain't nobody. So, normally this is fine. 2 minor pieces for a rook is normally winning for the position that gives up the rook for the 2 minor positions. So, that's exactly what Gukesh does, but in here, you're not winning this position. But okay. This isn't bad, because you still have two connected pawns. That can be an absolute pain in the butt. Okay. So, here we go. Nasty. You can't take here. Okay? You can't take here. Point being, you take, and this is just lights out. One way. This is also just lights out. Okay? They're lights out 2 different ways here, and you just... Yeah, you're not winning this. Rook and, a rook and bishop is not, like a queen and bishop is not winning against a rook and a queen. Plus, you have 4 pawns this way. And, you have 5 pawns here, which is fine. But at some point, these pawns are falling. Okay? So, that doesn't happen at all, actually. That Gukesh now plays h6, making a lot for the king. Beautiful. Okay. King to e1. Okay. So the king castled and said, bro, I don't want to be here no more, and starts marching back to his home square. Okay, cool. Active king. Nice. Now we have b4. By the way, folks, b4 is a normal human move, right? You know what the hell the engine wants? No. Engine wants a4. Why the hell are you doing this? The bishop is blocking both pawns at this point. But according to the engine, this is fine. But okay, you know what? Fine. Okay, whatever. b4. b4 and queen to d4. Queen to d4, and this is fine because, again, your pawns still, defend each other. And now knight to e5, and knight to e5 is great. You bring your knight to the center of the board, and king to d2. King to d2, great. But king to d2, yeah, allows counterplay with queen to g2. Now, queen to g2 and Gukesh, Ding plays queen to f1. Now, there is a nasty move, so they repeat once, twice, and Ding offers a third repetition of moves. So you can, do one more repetition and just claim a draw, but the Gukesh doesn't want to and says, queen to e2, let's play on! You gotta have balls of steel to do this. Because not only are you down a whole rook at this point, you are down a whole rook. Okay? Yeah, you have 2 pawns going for you, but listen, man, these 2 pawns aren't going to get pretty far, okay? So, okay, rook to c2. Queen goes back to e5. Queen to e6, and yeah, you remember when Gukesh did this? It was good, because now you have nothing. Now, you just play king to h7, and your king is actually very much safe here. Queen goes and just gobbles a pawn, so now you only up a pawn. So Gukesh just shoves a pawn. Great, now that pawn is twicely defended, and Ding just drops a rook to c1. Okay, now the queen's coming back. The queen is going to d5. Now queen to d5, and now Ding said, you know what, I'm going to attack this pawn with queen to b4. Queen to b4, and queen to g2. Look at this idea. Now, granted, this is a check, and yeah. If you didn't play this, folks, you could have been mated. Okay, but no. Okay, so takes, and here we are. b2. Now this pawn is problematic. The b2 pawn now is a problem. So rook b1. Okay, rook b1 and bishop to a2. You drop the b2 pawn and knight check, and here, and now they just agree to a draw here. After this, they both agree to a draw because, folks, opposite colored bishops, first of all, okay, 3 pawns on each side. Okay, listen, okay, this goes here, the king goes here, and, listen, the bishop's going to take that pawn, right? So let's say the king goes here, to shove the pawn, and the bishop's going here, the king goes here, and now this is a 3-on-3. Now that this is a 3-on-3, this is just a dead draw. Okay, folks, this is a dead. Let me remind you, okay, Ding was winning. Ding was winning this entire game until here. Until here, Ding was winning. Okay, until we got to that point, Ding was winning. But okay, whatever. Y'all agreed to a draw. All right, folks. You know the rule. Get out of here. Like I said, December 12th. December 12th is a tournament by the by my club. My friends. Actually, it's a FIDE Online Arena mods club, and the thing is, right, this man is hosting a tournament. It's completely free. Y'all can win some money. Join. I'll have that link in the description. Click it. Create an account. Play. Just play till the end of the day, and I promise, as long as you're in the top 3, you're getting money. Just remember you have a PayPal, folks. It's just so that you can gain that money. Other than that, folks, great. Thank you for watching this round 8 recap. Tomorrow's round 9. Hopefully we get a winner in tomorrow's round. If not, then, we'll go into the Blitz section and see what's going on. But please have someone as a winner. But okay, here we go, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye.